Yeah!
I've always said that travel broadens the mind. Revelio.
Pardon me, but I wonder if I might speak with you.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Revelio.
I wonder how many secret
favourite passages Hogwarts actually has. I stumbled on one the other day. Couldn't find my way out for hours. Missed my favourite meal.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit, unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than...
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was like... In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason... Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Go on, take the moon. Oh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed, which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future.
Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, you, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so...
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your own. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Alohomora.
Well done! You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation.
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Loyalists are preparing for a rebellion. Always mucking about, stirring up trouble. Perhaps Ranrock and his lot wouldn't be so combative if the minister would allow them to have power. One of those goblins comes near me, I'll hand him his hat.
Or helm, I suppose. Anyway, I'm not afraid of a goblin rebellion. My marks in Professor Hecat's class are superb.
I don't think that's what that class is.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
The headmaster would never allow a student in.
I hope there are no students in the hospital wing on it.
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though. Well,
Being cancelled.
I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Hufflepuff? Not Ravenclaw?
I know when I see a winning bet, and Ravenclaw would not have been that. Not this year, anyway.
I'm partial to Hufflepuff myself. What was that?
I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Hufflepuff? Not Ravenclaw?
I know when I see a winning bet, and Ravenclaw would not have
What was that?
Revelio. Homura. Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, rank... But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
Eyes on me, musicians. We're about to begin our next...
Revelio.
Accio. Descendo. Confringo. Revelio.
Alohomora. Revelio.
Revelio.
Clever? How offensive. Next. Fine, a genius. Happy Possibly. Now?
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings! Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
I actually have some moons for you.
Oh, thank you. The fewer of these statues I see, the better. You keep your eye out for others.
I'll keep an eye out.
You are to be commended for your...
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here. You can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience. That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Kneazles in the farthest pen?
This way. The Kneazles are over here.
Oh, couple of Kneazle whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help.
What would you like me to do next, Professor?
Assist Miss Sweeting at the Kneazle enclosure. She will need help brushing and feeding them. You will find it is similar to your work with the Puffskins.
The Kneazles really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps.
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Hey, over here. Come on.
Did you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. in the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well, lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Revelio.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
As I'm heading to Fel.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
Glad you came.
Hello, Serena. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something.
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. Ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
I'm sure she... Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. Too late for you to learn the error of your ways. Revelio. These rocks have seen better days. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. That solves that.
See if there's something you need. That's been a pleasure. See if there's something you need. It's been a pleasure.
I'm famished.
Confringo! Confringo!
You've one less follower, Ranrock. Revelio. Upper Hogsfield. Now, where to find Mrs. Sprottle? Seems a pleasant...
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Excuse me, did you say something about a Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph. Only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secret.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. I can tell you that Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Ranrock's loyalists are a menace. What can be done?
I couldn't help it over here. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act.
Nice to meet you.
My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up simply at my wits' end.
Why don't you simply leave the area for now?
Upper Hogsfield is my home. No, we are standing firm. He's gone to seek Victor Rookwood's advice.
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here.
To the south, across the river. What? I won't go near them.
How did your brother Bardolph end up in St. Mungo's?
Bardolph had spent the entire day hand when a group of Ranrock's lot appeared and demanded. In their anger, they hurled him against a rock and robbed. The moment he left St. Mungo's, he vowed revenge. I worry he may be dabbling in.
I am unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear. This is our home.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard.
nice of you to stop by. You'll pay a hideous distraction! I won't rest until you're dead. Let's get it. Over here. One less human to worry about. There's quite enough of that. Why can't I hit her? No! Stop it!
One camp down, one more to go.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take all. Run the other way when they see me.
Descendo!
Hello? I know you're here somewhere.
You're so very weak. What an unfortunate disappointment! Is that the best thing to do?
I don't think how nice of you to stop by. Hideous distraction! I don't have time for time. Someone's been taken out. I will make you pay. I won't rest until you're dead.
You are Revelio. Both camps cleared. Madame Beaumont will be glad to hear that. It's like a place right out of a storybook.
I could use some gold. How wonderful.
I do miss the bustle of business. Poor customers, afraid to venture out.
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
I managed to catch them off guard.
When my brother returns, this news will mean that you saved our hamlet, my young friend. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot.
What do you have for sale?
What are you looking for exactly? Thank you. Sincerely. Marvellous. I could always use more of these. Thank you for passing through.
Madame Beaumont, might I speak with...
I'd be happy to...
Mrs. Sprottle told me a little more about your brother, Bardolph.
Oh, dear Dorothy. She'd go looking for Bardolph herself if she could.
She mentioned dark...
Despite my repeated warnings, Bardolph's been experimenting with... I thought perhaps he'd get it out of his system and it would gradually stop.
I'll let you know if I see or hear anything about him.
Thank you. How kind. I'd be so grateful to...
What do you have for sale?
Bardolph, where are you? I'll not give up hope. Thank you for passing through.
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
If things keep going as they are.
Alohomora. Mine now, demiguise. Revelio. Revelio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
If something threatens me, first thing I cast is
Confringo. Glacier. Revelio.
only a hairy-hearted pod. Pretend no one is out.
Confringo.
Can't imagine how muggles get
Revelio.
magic.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Toadstool tales always made me wretch as a child.
I wonder what Merlin would think of the wizarding world today.
Revelio. Revelio. wonder who lives here. I know what that means. Merlin trial. Revelio. Confringo. Merlin himself would be proud. Revelio. This place has seen better days. Revelio. Revelio. Upper Hogsfield. Now, where to find Mrs. Sprottle? Revelio. Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. Revelio. Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion. I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawk clumps for me, I'd be happy to
I can certainly try and find some.
That would be wonderful. I'm worried about the trap.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her...
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Aiden took ill when he was collecting hawk clumps on his way to see her. He made it home. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her... I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius.
Thank you, Mrs. Spruttle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk clumps.
This looks intriguing. Past the river, near the forest. I must be on the right track. An entry from Bardolph's journal. He overheard whispers. A plan, something to do with him.
Perhaps I'll scout around Spellcroft or something.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Oh,
My sincerest gratitude, you brave soul.
Madame Beaumont, I do have some news of your brother.
Oh, please tell me he's safe.
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my brother Bardolph? That's absurd.
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand-knitted.
No. No. This can't be.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph! Bardolph, my dear, dear brother. What are you looking for exactly? Thank you for passing through. You've made Upper Hogsfield safer, and for that, I thank you. Thank you for passing through. What are you looking? Thank you for all that you've done for us. Thank you for passing through. Oh, it's you. The Upper Hogsfield
Hello again, Mrs. Sprottle.
Hello, dear. Was there something else I could help you with?
Where did you say I should go to harvest the hawk clumps and find...
In a cavern in... Hope they know what they're doing.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle.
Philip, isn't Laura Treadwell's target?
Descender!
Mark, it wasn't nothing.
I won't go down as easy.
How on earth are we to forge a plan to defeat our enemies? I put forth a fine approach of how we should proceed, and it's simply ludicrous that I'm being defied at every turn.
Is that you, Roylance? I saw hoofprints in the forest the other day. Suppose it's worth a look.
No.
beasts around here can sleep a bit easier now. Revelio. Better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters. That's at least one Horklump. Revelio. Getting there. Just a few more Horklumps to harvest. Revelio. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or I'll lose it altogether.
Fringo, Glacier, Fringo.
Tego, Stupefy.
Glacius.
think they felt that in London.
Revelio.
Almost there. Ah, that's all the hall clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. This must be Sirona's box of letters. I think that's everything. Sirona will be glad to have this back. I should find Mrs. Sprottle. She'll be glad to get these hall clumps.
Sometimes I do wonder if your eyes are still in your head. I really do. Before we forget.
Fringo,
Son of Saint Tristram. Should I address you as Admiral Franklin?
Your poaching days are over. I should investigate. Wonder who lives here. Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. I have good news. I was able to harvest some hall clumps for you, and I found Sirona's box of letters.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. And Sirona will be delighted. How kind of you. Now you be...
I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back. A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
I saw what you did! Ha! That's your tolerance for thieves! Hand them back!
Hand what back, sir? We've not took a thing.
Hand them back!
There's nothing to give, sir. It was only the one. That's all of them, sir. Honestly, I swear.
How many times are you pair going to keep pilfering my shop?
I swear it was just those ones, sir.
Sir, we'd never take more than those.
I tell you this, they'll not appreciate your antics in Azkaban. You just wait till I see your mother.
That was a bit harsh.
They're very excited.
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some Horklumps for her Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you. And for returning this box of letters. It's nice.
Deke?
Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack. perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howin said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can, on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area, so perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out there on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed. Come along then. Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.